Yeah, for both Sydney and Sarah. IU in women's basketball, I think it's 8 consecutive 20-win seasons now, 5 consecutive tournaments, 2 Sweet 16s and Elite Eight. What's it been like to be a part of sort of like the group that took IU women's basketball to the national stage, and why do you think it has happened?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely something like really special to be a part of. You know, what we do here is not like many other schools. And I mean, we put in the work to get to where we have been. You know, it's not just lucky that we win that many games a year. So it's good to see like the work that our team puts in pay off as we go into the season.
Going off of that, I just think that players like Grace Berger and Mackenzie Holmes, they kind of set the foundation. And, you know, me and Sarah came in as transfers last year. So I think we're lucky that our staff and kind of those players that built it for us, and we just kind of joined the ride last year. So it's been really fun for us to be a part of such a special group and a special program.
Zach
Osterman, Indianapolis Star. For either of you, kind of following on from that, when you bring in transfers, when you bring in obviously accomplished high school recruits, I guess basically what's the process of helping them understand where the expectation level is when you talk about players that came before who set a foundation and now you're building on that? Basically, how do you pass that on?
I think that our coaching staff does a really good job in the recruiting process, letting them know what our standards are in this program, and they come in, you know, knowing what work needs to be put in and what needs to be done on the court and off the court. So I really think it starts from our coaching staff and how they recruit and who they're recruiting. And I think like Charnice, Jules, and Lene have done an amazing job coming in and already putting in so much hard work. And you know they're special and they're a good group to have in this program.
Ladies, I have a question to your right, third row.
Guys, both of you second seasons here. How comfortable are you guys going into this season as opposed to last season, especially after the way things ended last year?
A lot more comfortable this season. We had 7 new girls last year come on the team, so I think we were all just super nervous. We really didn't know what to expect. We had never played together. We had a lot of injuries last summer, so this summer just, you know, like going to Greece helped a lot, playing with each other, those extra practices we got, and just getting to know each other more on a personal level. I think we're a lot more comfortable going into this season, and we're really excited.
Todd
Golden, CNHI. Sydney and Sarah, you can both address this. I mean, as Sydney said, I mean, the focus is always on the end of the season. That's what lingers. But the vast majority of what this team did last year was positive. So how do you take that and contextualize that and build on that while also kind of feeding off the hunger a little bit of the end too?
Yeah, I think just the biggest thing is to just not like necessarily be satisfied with how we ended last year, but also like realize how much we accomplished. Like we did a lot of good things last year, and we can't just let, you know, one game, you know, dictate how well we did throughout the season. But I think just going into this year is just keep doing what we've been doing, taking it game by game. And obviously our end goal is to play our best basketball by the end of the year. So we're going to keep striving towards doing that.
Seth.
For either of you, just, you know, coming off the season and the career that Mackenzie's already had, just how did you see her kind of approach the off season, and, you know, how much do you think she's capable of this year?
I mean, she is an All-American, so it's pretty fun to play with an All-American, and she's just one of the hardest workers I've ever played with and been around. She's always in the gym, whether that's extra conditioning, extra lifting, extra workouts, making sure her body is healthy, being in the training room. So she definitely is a very, very special player, and I'm just really excited to see how she plays this year with us. And I mean, we couldn't be more grateful to have her on the court with us for another year. So thank you, Mackenzie, for coming back.
All right, Sarah and Sydney, thank you.
Thank
You
you.
guys are dismissed.
Thanks, coach.